I have to tell you guys about my dream last night before I forget it because it was wild. It was basically like a sexual fantasy with me and Harry Styles, which is so odd. That's very odd because I don't think about that man like that. Like, yeah, like he's cute, I like his music, but I'm nothing like his crazy fans. Anyway, so I'm going to a show, right? I'm going to one of the shows, and for some reason I get into the show super early, and so the whole auditorium is like empty. So I just choose to go sit in the front row for a little bit, even though like that's not my seat. And after a little bit, this man and two older women, like his mom and grandma or something, come and sit right next to me. Even though the entire place is empty, they choose to sit right next to me. So I'm like making small talk, and I'm like, is the show even good? Like, probably not. And the man like laughs and he's like, yeah, it's like definitely like not great. And then I say, oh, I also heard that Harry Styles was bald. Like, he probably is. And the man looks at me, and when we're face to face, it's Harry himself. And then we start flirting, right? And he like takes my hand, and we're like walking around the venue together, and he like has his hand on my back, and like whatever, we're just like walking arm in arm, and like all these girls are like trying to take pictures with him, but he's like, no, like I'm with her. And then he tries to find a room for us to go to do God knows what. But he runs out of time because he realizes he has to be on stage in like 10 minutes. So we go to his dressing room, right? And he's like getting fitted or styled for the show, and he takes off his hair and he shows me that he actually is bald, and he's like laughing and running around, and he's like, haha, like I actually am bald. And then he does a line of coke, and he's like coked out, and he like can't go on stage, and so he's late. And then we run into like 2 or 3 girls who apparently he had been acting the same with like that day. So I just like felt very like mortified, and I was like, wow, like really, Harry? Woke up in shock. Like, it was so vivid. But moral of the story, Harry told me that he is bald.